I want you to pause the video and write down this first order differential equation and solve it by separating the variables. Okay, so you're finished. What did you get? Let's deal with it. So remember, we're going to have a function of y dy on the left is equal to some function of x dx on the right. Alright, we're going to do some transposition here. Alright, so let's see what happens here now. You have, let's divide by 1 plus x cubed. So you would have dy by dx equals x squared y over 1 plus x cubed. Alright, so after that we have, let's divide by y. We're going to divide by y. So here we have one over y dy by dx. When we divide by y, we have y under here, so they will cancel. Then multiply across by dx. So what we have is dx. Alright, so that's what we have there. Then we integrate both sides. Alright, now the integral of 1 over y dy is ln y. That's equal to, and we don't put any constant of integration on the left. We're going to put one on the right. Alright, so what we have here now, the right hand side, we are going to have to use, could use integration by substitution to do it. So for the integral of x squared over 1 plus x cubed dx, we let u be equal to 1 plus x cubed then. So the u by dx would be 3x squared. Now, given this, then the x would be equal to the u over 3x squared. Alright? So what we have is the integral of x squared divided by u dx, which is the u over 3x squared. So x squared cancel x squared. Now we can bring the 1/3 behind the integral sign. 1/3. So what we have is 1/3 integral of 1 over u du. Now that will give us 1/3 ln u plus c. But what was u again? U was 1 plus x cubed. So it is equal to 1/3 ln 1 plus x cubed plus c. Alright, so integral of 1 over y dy, the integral of 1 over y dy is equal to well, we don't have to write that again. Oh yeah, we did the integration. It's ln y. Yeah, just realize we already integrated it. Ln y is equal to, so we integrate both sides now, is equal to 1/3 ln 1 plus x cubed plus c. Alright, so there we have that. Now that is what we have, but since we have some ln business in it, let's use our knowledge of the laws of logarithms to put it in a neater way. Alright, you see, c itself is a constant. and it's the ln of some other constant. So let's say it's ln d. All right. Now, remember, 1/3 ln of 1 plus x cubed. Let's rewrite this ln y equal. This is really ln of 1 plus x cubed to the power of 1/3, which would be the cube root of it. Alright? Alright. Plus ln d. But remember, ln of a number plus ln of another number is the ln of the product of those numbers. So we can say ln y is equal to ln d times 1 plus x cubed to the 1/3. Alright. So there we have that. Now, okay, let's raise, have e raised to the power of each side. So e to the ln y is equal to e to the ln. Let me write it separately, because if you're doing an exam, I would prefer if you rewrite this instead of trying to combine two steps into one. Although I sometimes do that because I have limited space here. So e to the ln y is equal to e to the ln d times 1 plus x cubed raised to the power of 1/3. Alright? So e to the ln y is y. And e to the ln, all of this is just all of this. 1 plus x cubed to the 1/3. Now, let's get rid of this 1/3 business. Suppose we raise everything to the power of 3. What you would have is y to the power of 3 is equal to, well, it would be d to the power of 3. 1 plus x cubed to the 1/3 to the power of 3 leaves us with just 1 plus x cubed. You have to remember your rules of indices. D cubed is just another constant. So y cubed is equal to, call it e times 1 plus x cubed. Alright. Now, sometimes you're given a certain condition. Like, for example, x equals 1 when y equals 2. X equals 1 when y equals 2. Now, what do you do with this? First, this, you see, is what is called a general solution, because you don't know what e is. So it's a general solution. But if you're given a value for x when you have another value for y, then what you can find is the particular solution. So you can find a value for e. So y equals 2. So 2 cubed is equal to e times 1 plus 1 cubed. Alright? So in this case, e would be equal to 2 cubed, which is 8 over 1 cubed is 1, 1 and 1, 2. 8 over 2 is 4. So e would be 4. So for this particular solution, y cubed is equal to 4, 1 plus x cubed. So that's what you would have.